Hey, what's up, guys? Steve here with the Breakout Project. Um, I want to show you how I just murdered the market today. Real simple, using the same strategy that I told you about yesterday, the order block strategy. So basically, what we're looking at right here, this is the 15-minute chart of NQ. And just a reminder before we even get into all of this. In order to see what I am seeing, you are going to need to purchase some of this. Trading View, as I said, you can have one of these three plans. I have a link available for you, which saves you money. If you want to save money, use it. If not, so be it. I think it saves you like $15 or something of that nature. The other thing you're going to need is you're going to need to go to LuxAlgo, and you're going to need to go to the packages here. And unfortunately, I don't have a savings for you. But in order to see what I'm going to be showing you, you need this stuff. Without it, this video is useless to you. And then finally, if you want to trade futures with other people's money, like I do, then you need to go to Apex, okay? And then you need to follow my link, which I will provide you with 50% off any of these prices. You're going to want to go down here to your Trade-of-8 Ninja Trader plan. You're going to want to purchase one of these. You're going to want to read and watch all the videos on their site. You're going to want to pass the evaluation first and foremost. And then you can trade with other people's money and take 90% of the profits. Yes, I'm not lying to you. This is 100% legit. And if you know what you're doing with trading, or even if you don't know what you're doing with trading and want to learn, this is an option for you. So you're not losing a lot of your own capital, and yet you are having the opportunity to still make some money. All right. So Apex Trader Funding. All right, let's get out of here now and let's go back to the charts. Excuse me. My mouth is really dry. All right, so we're at 15-minute NQ, which is the NASDAQ mini futures. So what am I going to show you here? We're going to go to replay like we always do. And we're going to start this off at 8:45. Okay? I'm going to show you two different charts so you can see what the difference is here. And then I'm going to take you over to my Trade-of-8 where I placed a trade and show you how I made roughly 6K. And then unfortunately, because I was bored, stupid me, took a trade and then lost like $500. But anyway, this trade had conviction in it, and it had, um, let's just call it diamond hands. Okay, this trade didn't have paper hands. Paper hands is where you basically see a big profit and then take it and then watch what could have been potential profit escape you by taking or by selling or buying a little bit too early. In this case, I went short. Okay, now this video is not going to be extremely long, so don't worry about it. It's just going to go over a review. So I'm looking at the 15-minute. Let's go here to the 5-minute so you can see the difference. You know, you're just basically seeing a lot more candles. And you're also noticing that there is an order block right here. Now, as I said, this is 8:45 or 8:40. So we're doing a review. Okay, we're looking back. I'm going to show you how I entered this trade, what I was thinking, what I saw, and how it worked out. All right, so let's go forward here. So you see that we're in an order block right here, 15% on the 5-minute. Now you're going to notice that on these different time frames, the order blocks are a little bit different, okay? Like a 15-minute may have less order blocks because, of course, there's less candles and less buying going on. Same amount of buying and selling, but you're going to see more orders take place on the 5-minute chart than you will on the 15-minute chart in terms of order blocks, okay? So let's just go forward here. We're going to go a candle at a time. You're going to notice it basically came out of this order block, and you'll notice this order block had a lot more buying than selling. The buying is the green, the selling is the red, okay? But it's a 15% order block. Now, I placed my trade, let's see here, I'm looking at my other screen. What time was this? 9:20 it looks like. Okay. So, we're going to go forward, and we're at, I believe it is like 9 o'clock right here. Now, I was also looking at the 15-minute chart, and I want to show you what I was seeing on the 15-minute chart. On the 15-minute chart, there was already a significant order block up here. Do you see this? Okay, I know everyone sees that, right? See the amount of red up here versus the amount of green. So my theory was, if you look back to what happened here, okay, this was, I said, 15-minute chart. So yesterday at 8 a.m., we basically sold off, trend changed, started buying back up, buying back up, buying back up. Here's the overnight hours pretty much. And it was a slow grind up. And then what was my theory? My theory was, well, since we rejected off of this area, and there was a very high conviction that there was going to be a rejection again, I was willing to take that chance with a very small stop loss. Okay? So what was done here was, when I saw this price getting up into this range, I basically placed a limit sell order. Okay, so I was going short on this trade. Right, I placed a limit sell order right here at 1534.75. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can now see what's going on here. Okay, so we have this order block here. We have price coming into the order block. Now, there is a chance, okay, that basically it could have wicked off this bottom of this order block. It could go right to the middle. It can go to the top and bounce off, or if it goes right through. Okay, so we don't know. We're speculating based upon what we think the market is going to do. Another conviction that I had for this trade was my oscillator, which is also through LuxAlgo. Okay, you're noticing that this oscillator is getting awfully close to this red dashed line here, which basically means that we're getting closer and closer to overbought territory. Typically, when you're overbought, there's going to be a sell-off. When you're oversold, there's going to be basically a run-up. You know. So let's go forward here. So this was 9. Let's see here, 9 o'clock. So, or 8:45. Now keep in mind that the main markets have not even opened yet. 9:30 to 4 is when the markets trade. So that's when the most volume is. All right. So we go here. We go here. So this is at 9 o'clock. And basically, look what happened there. So this is at the end of 9:30. Now I had my limit order set right here. And what you'll see what happened. And actually, what I did at first was I basically had 2 set here. Like I told you yesterday, 2 set here, and then 2 set here. So I was going to do a total of 6, but unfortunately only 4 got filled. And if 6 would have got filled, well, fantastic. I would have made more money, but I didn't. And so we got 4 here. So now 15,426 and 15,435. So I had 4 orders to sell. I basically placed this order, right? I went and got in the shower and came out of the shower to find that. Now, keep in mind, I had a stop loss set a couple points above this, because if price wick through there, it tells me that this trade is not going to work. So now let's go to the 5-minute chart for a second. You'll see basically what's happened here, right? The same thing, 5-minute chart, just more candles. Here was 9:10. Here was 9:15, 9:20, 9:25, and then a big sell-off. And then you're gonna notice what happened. Uh-oh. This is where conviction came into play. So, pardon me. Go back to the 5-minute chart because it's a lot, or 15-minute chart because it's a lot easier. Now, anyone in their right mind, or I shouldn't say right mind because I'm not in my right mind, would have saw this candle and most people would have exited the trade. Why? Because that is a 15-minute, very strong, I don't want to say very strong, but very, there's a lot of conviction for buyers in this place, because but I saw something a little bit different. Okay, so we came up into this order block. My 2 orders, or my 4 orders, got filled. We started selling off. I got out of the shower probably about, basically right before market open. Quick looked at my phone and saw, oh damn, we are selling off. But by that time I had noticed that I already missed, like see how it wicked down here. And then, but price was pretty much at like right here when I looked at my phone. And I said, oh shit, I just lost out on like $1,500 of profit. But then I looked at something and I said, no, 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 wait a second here. We had a 50% order block here. We had a 22% order block here. And basically what occurred was price wicked down. It took all these orders out. Basically, all these buy and sell orders got taken out. And then price basically pushed up here, closed here. But now watch what happened. So if I would have sold right here, it would have been like $5,000 profit, right? But I didn't. There's a reason why. I'm going to go forward again. So what occurred then? Candle opened here, wicked back up to that line, yet didn't go above that line. That was giving me conviction that we were still in for a further sell-off. Once I saw this and this with this strong, basically buying presence, this also shows a strong right here selling presence. You'll notice that the volume down here, okay, red volume, which means that basically each one of these candles, the past 3 candles, have opened lower, or yes, have opened lower than they closed. Okay, so that's what, boom, boom, boom. So we'll go to the next one. And then look what happened. Now this is where I basically got out. And why did I get out? Well, because I knew that if it broke this lower low, this prior low right here, if it broke this, which it did, then it was going to go down to this order block again. And the most likely spot in the order block was going to be right in the center. Okay? But I was going to take my chances with selling my position, and then if I wanted to, look for another trade. And I did, because at that point in time, I had the right idea. My stop loss was just set a little bit too close, and I'll show you that as well. But my idea was that we were going to get some consolidation around here. We were probably going to get a retracement, and we did. But as I said, I just got stopped out. But let's go to the 5-minute chart now, just so that you can see this. Like I'm saying, like the order blocks on the 5-minute chart and the 15-minute chart are a little bit different. You just need to know that. So when you're doing this, I'm placing mainly all of my orders on like on a 1,000 tick chart, or a 1-minute chart, or a 2-minute chart. That's if I'm scalping like very short term. Okay. With this trade, it was going to be a little bit more than just a 5, 10, 15-minute scalp. My plan with this trade was I was going to be holding this probably at least a half hour. And indeed, let's see here, as I said, 9 o'clock is when, or whatever, I placed the trade and got out at like 10:17. So yeah, so I basically held this trade for a little over an hour. So even though, yeah, it's more like a day trade. It's not necessarily just a scalp where I'm in and out in 15 or 5, sometimes 3, sometimes 10 minutes. It's just more of a long-term trade for me. Um, and then we're gonna go forward. You'll notice what happened again. It basically price went down through that order block, grabbed those orders, and then right here is where I thought there was going to be a reversal to an extent. And there was, but basically I'm all out of this trade. So when I purchased basically up here, or whenever it was it right here? No, that's 955. When I purchased up here, I'm all out of this trade. I got out of this trade pretty much like right down here. Okay, so I said that was a 5,000 and some. Let's see here. It was like close to 6 grand. Yeah, close to 6 grand. It was close to a 6 grand trade. Um, but now I was going to take another position and try to go long here. This was going to be more of a short term like scalp, get in, get out, because the overall theme today is down. The trend is down. There's no doubt about it. It's FOMC day. If you don't know what that means, you can Google it. I'm not going to try to explain it to you, but the trend is down, and I was going to take a quick scalp on a retracement. And I did, but as I said, I got stopped out. And unfortunately, I got stopped out because I could have made another probably $1,000, $1,500 based upon how price moved. So what? Let's just go forward here so I can show you right there. That's what I was anticipating. Okay. And that's exactly what happened. And you even got that little bit wick higher there. So when I entered back into my other trade, which I lost, yes, I do lose trades, and you will too. I had my stop loss, and you'll see it here. I had my stop loss set just a few points below this low right here. And a few points wasn't enough because I had it like, I think like a point below that low. And actually, what it was is I had it at this low. That's what exactly what it was. I had it at this low right here, and you see what happened. And it went just a little bit lower, stopped me out. And that sucks, but guess what? It happens, okay? And in the event that that didn't happen, I would have basically, because I had purchased right around here, purchased like right around here, and that would have been another, let's see, 364. Say I would have got out somewhere along this candle, like 20, 25 point run up. That would have been a nice run up for a very quick scalp, nice 10-minute scalp. But anyway, let's go over to the other monitor here. And we need to do left monitor. So you don't think I'm bullshitting you. My total profit so far on the day, right there, $5,615. That's my total profits. Okay. Here is my trades. I'm going to probably lose my face a little bit. I want to keep this as big as I can. All right. So what you're looking at here, let's zoom this in. So I'm going to draw some lines here. Let me go up here. so I can show you how I did this. View settings, get out of trade mode. All right, we're going to do horizontal line. I had basically two orders there, and I had two orders, limit sell orders right there. And then I had another one set right here. I had two more. So I was willing to go six contracts. These two got filled, as you can see here. Let me zoom in. I placed my order, my limit order, probably about 5 minutes before they got filled. So as soon as I placed my limit order, they didn't get filled. So there was a chance that this trade wasn't going to work, but I had conviction that it was going to. So basically, comes up per my limit order gets filled here. Comes up here, my limit order gets filled here. As that was going on, I was in the shower. As I said, I had a stop loss set like right here, like about 10 points above there, in the event that this basically broke right through. And if it did, well, the trade wasn't going to work. But what occurred was got filled. I'm in the shower, come out of the shower to find that price is already basically like right here. So I already missed this move. Now, if I would have sold here, fantastic. I would have, as I said, profited around 5 grand, but I didn't. And I still had conviction that we were going to get lower. And if you look at this chart, my conviction was correct. Now, I sold right here. We're still down another 30 points from there. All right. So I was willing to at least be satisfied with my profits for today. Now, if I would have held, well, then you'd even be up more, but I didn't. So I had to endure all of this. Like I was basically up 5 grand to pretty much break even. And then to at one point in time, I was basically like minus $50. That's what I'm talking about conviction. Okay. And then we tested the prior highs, but we couldn't break them. And then what occurred? Well, this occurred. Down, down, down. I sold right there. And then I thought the reversal was going to occur, and it did. Okay. So I had, where are we at here? So there's a $210 loss. Okay. So I have my stop loss set, as I said, like right around here. And look what occurred. It wicked down to here, stopped me out prior to this move occurring. So I would have profited on the retracement as well, but I didn't. The main take from this video is that this order block trading strategy, particularly on the 5 and 15-minute time frame, does work really well. You just have to follow the trend, in my opinion anyway. Now, is it going to work every single time? No, because order blocks, sometimes there's such a big move that they just completely get taken out. But you can't control that. The only way you could control that is by having a stop loss. So assuming that you have a hard stop and that price breaks right through that order block, well, you're not going to lose a tremendous amount. The same could also occur on when you're in a trade, right? Say you're in a trade and you're in profit and you're going into an order block that looks like it has more let's say, sell orders than it does buy orders. Well, the smart trader at that point in time would say, all right, we got to tighten things up here in the event that price reverts back down or up, depending on which way you're trading here. And then all of a sudden you're looking at the candlesticks and the price action, and next thing you know, it blows right through that order block, and then it goes to the next order block. So order blocks with like smaller percentages aren't going to be nearly as important, of course, of order blocks with larger percentages. Price is going to want to hunt those larger order blocks where there's, say, of, say significance, say 8, 15, 20, 30, anything like above 10 is like high conviction. All right. So using the order block strategy from LuxAlgo with TradingView made me a lot of money today. And it can make you the same. Just following the simple strategy, learning how to do this. And that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to teach you. And at least I shouldn't say teach you, because you can only teach yourself, honestly. You can have the best teachers in the world, but you're going to have to learn your own strategy, which best suits your trading style. All right. Because everybody trades differently. And that's just the truth. So let's go ahead here. Just want to show you. Let's go to where we're at currently. Okay, do you see this blue outline right here? That is what also gave me conviction to hold the trade, because that was what was known as a liquidity grab. Basically, price, as I said, wick down here, took out all those orders, boom, 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 came down to here, came back up to here, came back down to here. And that's why I held that trade. So, guys, this is Steve with the Breakout Project. As I said, and will say, we all have the same 24. Use wisely. Have yourself a fantastic day. Make sure that you like and share this video to help with the algorithm. And that'd be all. Peace out.